Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to replace the spool bearings in the Evercast Fishoflauge Camo. These are available at Bass Pro Shops, and it's really not that bad, for a $100 reel. I kind of like it. First I'm going to show you the free spool stock. And then I'm going to show you all the tools you need, and then I'm going to actually go walk you through the process of how to go ahead and change these bearings. As you can see, it's storming pretty bad outside, so if you can't hear me really well, sorry. But I figure it's a good time to do it. Alright, first of all, put some tape on your line, because it'll go everywhere. This is just some electrical tape I found. Doesn't really harm it. When you do one of these tests, make sure the spool tension knob is really loose. I could actually even just take it off, but I leave it on there in case the stock bearing comes flying out. You want to hear the side to side movement of the spool, and make sure the brakes are all the way off. Alright, here's the stock test right here. Alright, still going a little bit. That's really not that bad for some stock bearings. I believe they use ABEC 3s. If I remember what it said on the manual, I don't remember, but like I said, it's really not that bad for a $100 reel. Alright, next I'll show you how to replace these bearings. The tools you're going to need, spool pin removal pliers. They have a little nub right there. You just poke it through the hole right there, and it'll shoot the bearing out this way. Very handy. Got these a while ago. Now Boca Bearing makes their own pair, and I highly recommend those. You're going to need a flathead screwdriver. You're going to need Q-tip, and you're going to cut one end of this Q-tip off eventually. And you're going to need your reel, obviously. Some people like to put lube in there. I usually don't, but figured I'd try this out. This is Boca Bearing's new lightning lube, high-speed oil. It's not really new, it's new to me, but I've been reading good things about it, and I figured I'd try it out. So, alright, I guess I'll go ahead and show you how to install these bearings. Okay, now if you have any dirt, if it's used reel, you got any dirt visible, wipe it off. I use isopropyl alcohol, mix it with the 50/50 water, and wipe it down. Take all the visible dirt and grease and all that crap off, because if it gets in the inside of your reel, it hinders its performance. Now I'm going to show you how to replace the spool bearings in this reel. When I was showing you the tools you need, I didn't even show you the bearings, so I'm going to do that now. What you're going to need is these two. You can pause it and look at it. They have a drop down menu, not specifically for this, but if you go search for the Ardent reel, it's the exact same configuration. Or you could just look down in the description, and I'll have these parts numbers in there for you too. Alright. Now that you know what you need, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First thing, like I said, clean it off, put some tape on there. You're going to want to push in this little button on the side. It's silver. Push it down, rotate the side plate down, and remove it. One of the bearings is in there, I'll get to that. Take the spool out carefully. There's another bearing you're going to want to replace. The first one I'm going to replace, though, is actually inside of here, which can be kind of tricky to get out, so just bear with me. What you're going to want to do is rotate the handle so the drag star is, kind of faces, the opening faces the spool tension knob, and then you just take the spool tension knob all the way off. Keep it somewhere safe. And as you can see, the bearing is right inside there that you're going to take out. Now it's got a little clip on it, so that's what you need your flathead screwdriver for. You're going to put one finger on one side of the clip and use the other hand with the flathead screwdriver and kind of pry that clip out. Be careful because it'll shoot out of here like it's nobody's business, and you're going to be digging around on the floor for about 10 minutes trying to find it. I've done it several times before, so be really careful. Try to do this on film, but it's going to be really difficult. This is actually the hardest part of this whole process, so bear with me here. Tell you what, I'm actually going to pause this and just do it because I explained how to do it. Okay, I got the clip out. Took me a little minute to figure out, but there it is. Put it somewhere safe. Now the bearing's just kind of sitting in there, and what you do to remove that is actually take the Q-tip with one end cut off of it, stick it inside the pinion gear there, and poke it out, and the bearing will just come shooting out the other side. Here it is. It's got a ton of grease on here from the factory. It's actually really hard to pick up. So what you're going to want to do is take one of these models. It comes with two in a pair. You take one of those and replace that. Okay, I got a fishing hook here, and remove the seals to put the oil in. Just kind of stick the hook in the seal itself, and it'll come right out like that. Do it, you could do it to one side or both sides, depends if you're going to replace them or not. I'm not, because I'm fishing this in strictly fresh water. If you do a lot of brackish or salt, I highly recommend putting the seals back on because it prevents a lot of the sand and grit to get in there. As you can see, that's what the bearings look like without the seal on it. And what you're going to want to do is take your high-speed Boca bearing lightning lube oil and put one drop in, and there it is. And I take the Q-tip with one end cut off of it, put a bearing on it, and kind of spin it until the lube gets all the way around it. Pretty good to go. Now you're just going to want to put that bearing inside the reel again, right where you took the run out, poke it in with this side, clicks in, take the clip, slide the clip back in. Relatively easy. Poke it down, make sure it clicks in the spot. There it goes. And put the spool tension knob back on. Okay, that's replaced. Now go ahead and set that aside. Guess we'll go ahead and take care of the side plate now. Once again, make sure all the dirt is cleaned off of it. I'll just dip it in a little alcohol water mix, show you. Clear all this dirt off. Yeah, gross. It's got another clip in there, so you're going to need your flathead again. Poke that little clip out. That one comes out relatively easy. Q-tip, side cut off, poke it in the hole, pull it right out. There it is. Same thing again, you're going to need that exact same bearing, but the other one. Oh, that's actually the wrong one. This is the one you need. Pull it out. Same process. Take the fishing hook. Take the seals off. Put your little drop of lube in there. There it is. Spin it. Make sure the lube gets all the way around. Great. Go ahead and replace it. Stick it in the hole there. Press it down. Put your clip back in. There it it is. You know, poke it down, make sure it's in there really good. Bingo. Set it aside. Now, the last part of this is the spool. It's got a long shaft. It gets really dirty, so, you know, again, wipe it down with the alcohol, water mix, get all the dirt and grease off of the pin there. What you're going to do, remove that bearing, which is really packed with grease. It's horrible. You're going to want to remove that pin with these pliers. Easy enough to do. Line it up with the hole and the pin itself that's on the pliers, and just press down, and pop right out pretty easily. And there it is. Save that. It's really hard to keep up with. Spool bearing comes right out. God, it's so packed with grease. It's horrible. You know, give it another quick wipe down with some alcohol or whatever. You know, get inside there, clean all the dirt off. Good to go. You're gonna need this model for the spool itself. Again, this is in the description of the video. Put that aside. Take the seal off. Don't stab yourself with a hook like I just did. Hurts. Comes flying right off. Here's another one. There it goes. Get your oil. Put a drop in there. There it is. Spin it. Cool. Get your spool back, slide it right in there on the place. Awesome. Take your spool pin, put it back in the hole there as far as you get it with your finger. Get your pliers again, and poke it right back through the hole until it's halfway in there, just to keep it on so it'll fit. There it is. Halfway on there. Put it back in your reel until it clicks in. Take your side plate, put it back on, and click it. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. You can hear it too. Oh wow, really smooth. Alright, show you the test again. You know, tension knob is extremely loose because I just replaced it. Your side, brakes are off, I haven't touched it. You can, oh man, it's so smooth. Okay, not only did it increase the length of this free spool, but overall feel of the reel itself is so much smoother. Wait till you cast the thing with this. You're going to be able to cast some really lightweight stuff that you've never been able to cast before. And just, you know, flipping and pitching is just so much easier. Okay, thank you.